What up, No Script crew? Yeah, we've been gone a minute, but like, you don't see the haircut, you don't see the squalor that I live in. I've been doing shit. Yeah, I've been doing a whole lot of gang shit. No, I'm just kidding. I'm too timid and my butt sits too high to do gang shit. I can't go to prison. No. But you know I come out of the woodwork whenever Lupe Fiasco comes to play. And boy, did he come to play. You'll get that later. Lupe Fiasco dropped channel number 3, dropped a music video with it. The aesthetic from afar looked cool, so I just want to jump into it, see what's going on. I heard that it was right up my alley, and either that could be as a degenerate, a gamer, or just a nerd enthusiast. I have no idea at this point. Let's jump into it, see how it goes. You know how these things go. The way I'm gonna do it, I'm probably gonna stop frequently. I know people like to see it all the way played through, but then just go support the original video. God damn. Boy, let's see what's going on. 8-bit aesthetic. I noticed it. Okay. So first off, he's using the AI. I don't even know how this works. I've never tested it myself, but apparently there's this AI noise generation thing where it just makes a bunch of noise and images, and it can fulfill like prompts at the same time. To my knowledge, I don't need any fellow nerds jumping in the damn comments and telling me how wrong I am, but it kind of just looks like sporadic images that go along with the theme. It looks like that's what he did, and shout out to him because his last album, Drill Music in Zion, he did it in a really short amount of time. So I think this goes along, even though this is probably not the video people wanted, it goes along with that theme to be ultimately talented. You don't need that much stuff, you know what I mean? To be prolific as a lyricist, you don't need that much stuff. And already I'm gonna say this is a statement in itself. You don't need a lot of aesthetics to prove that you are a lyricist, because usually the aesthetics means that it kind of bridges the gap between your skill and the image people have of you and the perception they have that you have skill. Like if for some reason I just painted my fingernails pink for some reason, I don't know. Let's get into it. I like the 90s vibes. Hey.
Yeah. If my Nintendo could talk and the door was ajar and the cartridge was a tongue, it'd say, come. You can meet the final boss if you don't take a loss. So just know when to run, or when to jump, or just when to slide. Know where the secrets are, know where the treasure hides. Pleasure televised, computer terrorized, but I got the cheat code, so I will never die. Got the video.
Oh my, there was a lot in there. Pretty much it's this nostalgic view of how he looked at as gaming as a child. We often do this on the Twitch channel, shameless plugs. Often we get into this old man rant of just kind of like I realize this. When it's youth and they talk about video games, they talk about kind of like the wins, their KD, how fast their DPI is, etc, etc. When you talk to a gamer past like 33, they usually telling you like the experiences they had, you know what I mean? Like it's only like, I remember when I used to game this color of wall. My mom used to make chicken noodle soup. That shit smelled fire. I used to eat that junk while I was playing the game, mastering the Zelda. There's all this other imagery that goes to playing the video game rather than just your skills as a video game itself. But even off that, having the cheat code, knowing when to run, knowing where the secrets are. His computer was terrorized. I mean, he was running that thing RX 590 and he had that shit tweaked with the afterburner until it was smoking. You're terrorizing your computer. I get it, man. Like all that was beautiful. I like Lupe, bro. I swear to God. Oh my God.
Video games, silly old things I be playing in my mama house. In my mama house. I got them video games, silly old things I be playing in my mama house.
think of video games fondly because they remind you of your mama. Yeah, that's the kind of energy I'm talking about.
If my Genesis could sing, it'd be crowned the king of R&B, make me fall in love with the screen. RNG got me shedding blood for the fling. Controller 2, get inside the plug for the team. Need twice to help, cause it's quite hard. Stick a knife into my life bar, save it at the right part.
You know, the older I get, the more I just appreciate how you can make a simple rhyme scheme complex. Knife into my life bar, save it at the right part, bruh. The whole thing, the controller 2 to get in the plug, the whole thing. This is like when, you know what? I will say this. This is where I go on the rant. A lot of people that like rap with a slower cadence will often confuse this idea that if they have a slower cadence and you can hear the words they're saying, that it's not gibberish. Alternatively, when they hear like Eminem or Andre 3000 or even a Lupe, it's intellectual, spiritual miracle. For me, there is this middle path, right? Because I hear some of the rap that's just kind of slower, more gangster-esque, more you can hear the syllables and what they're saying. Some people will see you can actually hear what they're saying, right? But it's garbage. None of the stuff they're saying actually makes sense or has a rhyme scheme or compares to the next line. Then you have this middle ground where I feel like you can have a very simple rhyme that everyone can get behind, but it is an entendre and complex in itself. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to go either way. You could just rap about video gaming in your mama's house. For real.
So we ain't resetting to the beginning. Memorizing the maps, a collection of positions in my mind. Start flying, we running out of time. If we can reach the next checkpoint, we'll be fine. They say it's more fun out in the sunshine, but I ain't going outside, cause I got them video games, I be playing in my mama house.
And another shout out to the imagery that's going on here. It's just showing like, I know it's just AI generated kind of thing, but the idea seems to be this simplistic room that was decorated with your favorite technology. And like, you can see the pictures and stuff on the wall, and it has like a wholesome feel. So like a lot of times there'll be people who will look at my setup and be like, it's not the greatest. I've got like swords in the corner and cobwebs and like sporadic stuff just everywhere, but it makes me happy to be surrounded by my things and not have them be purely decorative. You know what I mean? And there's something about that imagery that appeals to like rock fans, rap fans, anything. Like the assortment of posters on the wall, kind of like the untied chucks that are in the corner. Look at any of the imagery in Spider-Man Across the Universe. People would die for that aesthetic. They will like purposely put their room so that it matches that aesthetic. And that is just something that came organically to anyone who was just a gamer, especially if you were gaming on a budget and you in the hood. I don't know if I'm reading too much into this, but it fits.
Before the TurboGrafx magic and the PlayStation Nation, my dad had cabinets all in the basement. So going downstairs was like taking a vacation. A kid in the arcade, my daily situation.
What the fuck was up with those hands though, bro? Like what? Hey, AI be tripping, bro. ET over there having a good day. ET over there having a good day. I don't know how you playing that. Whatever that is, that system need to go back in the box. They call that a stitch. That's not a switch. I don't know what that is. I have no idea.
Situation. We used to have floppy disks. CDs was a major innovation. I remember Commodore 64. Chord tours going to the.
I got the disc line where it's talking about floppy disks to CDs. I don't think people actually realize how great of an innovation that was. I don't think people actually realize how like great. We were talking about this on the stream the other day. The idea of Final Fantasy X and the graphic fidelity leap that was. The same thing with like Sonic Adventures on the Dreamcast. The graphic fidelity leap that was blew everyone's mind into a Chill Will the Dawn's point, where he says games haven't exactly existed in the same space of innovation anymore because nothing's really impressive, because there are only these like miniature gains, whether you're buying a GPU and it's only 2% more powerful, or you're buying a game that has the same graphics that one previous had, remaking Black Flag, all the remasters. There is something to the point of existing in gaming when things were just hitting these monumental milestones, boop, 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 and you were just like, man, you actually had that excitement. The next system is probably gonna blow this out of the water. You could dream, you know what I mean? Now people have a more practical sense of innovation. New systems comes out, you have 10-year-old kids that are supposed to have the imagination of the Labyrinth, who are saying practical things like, yeah, if I get a marginal increase from 30 to 35 frames per second, then I think that'll be good. Maybe if I have a season's pass and don't have to pay as much, I think I'll play Roblox some more. You know what I mean? Like, it has nothing. This era shitted on the rest of it.
To go to war, but wanting nothing like sitting on the floor, flipping up the door and slipping in the game and remembering the code and forgetting you was poor.
Damn. Can I hear that line again? Can I get that back?
Flipping in the game like sitting on the floor. I was going to the store to go to war, but wanting nothing like sitting on the floor, flipping up the door and slipping in the game and remembering the code and forgetting you was poor.
God damn. I don't think y'all really get that point. There are a lot of like old Lupe fans get it. A lot of new Lupe fans, I don't think you get it. I don't think you get it. Video games weren't about understanding why a developer needs to keep the doors open to charge you microtransactions by the mile. It was a way to escape your station. It was a way to escape your situation. It was escapism. If you were poor and you were eating saltines for lunch, and then you get in that game where you can get a million apples and you were the strongest thing ever. Maybe you struggled putting on weight and now you're this athletic dude doing flips everywhere. Maybe you saw some like really foul shit and it's really cool to go to Ape Escape and just catch some monkeys. I don't know. Like that escapism level was different than now it just seems like everyone has a understanding of monetization. I even see kids that I'm very close with that have an understanding of monetization, whether it be NBA 2K or whatever their favorite game is. They know what monetization is, and your station follows you into the game. You go to Fortnite, you don't have the right skin, it follows you into the game. You don't have the right shoes or level in FIFA or NBA 2K, it followed you into the game. You can't get the new season's pass, and all your friends start to realize, why don't you have it? And you gotta say, I don't have $29.99. I had to do something this month with it. And then the laughter in the chat. You know how game chats be, nobody give a fuck. But in all seriousness, like it's true. Like that line just hits.
GG's, my G's, West Side is logging out. One hand on YC, the other hand on my mouse, playing video games, silly old things I be playing in my mama house, yeah, I got them video games, silly old things I be playing in my mama house, in my mama house, got them video games.
Anyway, that was Lupe Fiasco's channel number 3. Damn, that shit was fire. Like I said before, I'm not gonna repeat everything I said in the video, but I like the simplistic but complex rhymes. It's approachable because it's simplistic, and it's things that anyone who is a retro gamer or an aging gamer can get behind. It actually gives me an idea for possibly another video, because this actually stirred some things in me, which is great, because that's just what Lupe projects do. Whether they're simplistic or alien concepts, they always just give you thought. Lupe projects are like a present that just keeps on giving. You unwrap the first layer, you see what it physically is, and then there's a little bit more to it. Whether there's a lot or a little, there's still just a little bit more to it. I appreciate it, yo. This is C Fiasco. I'm signing out. Sorry for the long hiatus. We've been doing shit, but check out our other videos that are coming up, and be on the lookout for horror content coming to the YouTube station, as well as some live streams here or there. But I hope you're here for it. Peace.